Good morning, week 4 of Mr. Bletcher Homeschool, and we've got lots of things to keep you busy today, lots of different activities, and the debut of our adverts. We've got adverts that are going to be running throughout the week. We're still happy to have children send in their adverts from their cereal that they made last week. We're going to show a few today and show a few each day, and I'm really looking forward to that later. But for now, we know how to start. Early Bird Maths, your questions are here. Right then, on to some spellings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spellings that we set for you on Friday's episode. What I want you to do is write down the spelling when I read it out. Then I'm going to check your answers after and see how well you did. If you get full marks, fantastic. If you don't though, just think about the ones you got wrong, and getting them incorrect this time will make you think, actually, I need to work on that one a little bit more, and you'll definitely get it right the next time. So, spelling number 1 is queue. I had to queue outside when doing my shopping. So question number 1, spelling number 1 is queue. Spelling number 2 is recognise. I do not recognise you with your new lockdown haircut, he said. So number 2 is recognise. Number 3 is rhyme. The word is rhyme. The poem had rhyme in it. Number 4, spelling number 4 is rhythm. Dance to the rhythm. So number 4 is rhythm. Number 5, the spelling is shoulder. He had a parrot on his shoulder. The next spelling is sincere. Sincere. Her apology was sincere. Number 7, sincerely. So think about how you have to change the spelling of sincere to spell sincerely. The next one is soldier. And finally, your final spelling is stomach. Before letting the video carry on, pause it now, check your answers, okay, that you've not made any mistakes that you might know of, and then your answers appear now. Do you know what I really love to eat that are just pretty amazing? Jaffa cakes. I think they're so tasty. That's good. But I've always wondered, what is a Jaffa cake? Is it a cake? Delicious. Is it a cake or a biscuit? I've always pondered one of life's many important questions. Cake or biscuit? Wait a minute. Got an idea. Imagine if we could make a huge Jaffa cake. Like a big Jaffa cake. Yeah, that's your challenge. There's an example there. Can you have a go at this week's baking challenge and make your own huge Jaffa cake? The link is in the description below. Send in your pictures if you've had a go. I bet that's going to be delicious. Good luck with that.
Have you ever wanted to stay healthy? Well, we will be releasing the new Your Ultra Multi-Healthy cereal tomorrow. Your Ultra Multi-Healthy cereal, available in all supermarkets.
This is our best offer yet. Half the price, double the product. You should not miss out. If you buy our product, you will be instantly satisfied because not only are you eating healthy, but you are also saving the lives of small children, because when you spend £1 on our products, 10 pence is going to children in need. What are you waiting for? Go get some.
Time to try this delicious Now, cut above the rest fruity cereal, Fruity Pops. It comes in a variety of flavours, vitamins and minerals. It is definitely the cereal you need to choose Fruity Pops to have a fruity, fantastic day. By the way, it's 50% off.
They're a bunch of fun. Don't miss out on these magical adventure rocks. It comes in an exclusive bowl. You'll be overjoyed. It's a nutritious snack to have for breakfast. Any day's fruit day. Buy for only £1.99.
Now, for our maths today, we are going to look at a tram timetable. A timetable can tell us when something is happening, basically. So we're going to look at a tram timetable from the tram service over in Sheffield. Look carefully, because this is in a 24-hour clock, okay? And then, once you've had a look at this tram timetable, I want you to answer the questions. You might have to keep rewinding the video to keep looking at the tram timetable to check your answer. But double check your answer. Be very, very careful. Okay, so today's maths activity, using time to work out the questions for this tram timetable. Off you go. So now time for some reading, and today we've got an explanation question. So we're going to finish off the chapter called Food Almost, and then we've got an explanation question for you. But Lila had gone, running out of the clearing, her half-burnt plait swinging behind her. The 15 minutes that followed were not peaceful. Max tried to follow Lila, but Lila had disappeared into the undergrowth and couldn't be found. Fred picked Max up to stop him from running out through the unmarked, thick, crowded trees. Max bit him on the back of the hand. Con called him a brat. Max bit Con on the shin. Before Con could bite Max back, Lila burst out of the trees. Her eyes were raw with relief. "Thank goodness! I thought I was lost. I missed a turn somewhere," she said, her breath jagged-edged and her forehead shining with sweat. She had made her jersey into a kind of sack, which she held in both arms. "Did you find food?" asked Con. "Yes," she said. Then her honesty got the better of her, and she added, "Almost." She opened her improvised sack and poured out dozens of pods onto the grass. "They don't all have lava holes in them," she said, "but I thought we could eat the cocoa beans too." She began breaking them open with her nails. Fred picked up one of the pods. There were 2 holes in the top. "There's something in here." He tried to shake the something out, but it didn't come. He poked a stick into a hole and shook it again, and a fat little grub, 2 centimetres long, tipped out onto his palm. "That's it," said Lila. "That's the grub. You can eat it." "Oh, good," lied Fred. The grub lay on his hand. It didn't move, but seemed to be pulsating slightly. He sniffed it. "Go on," said Con. "It was your idea." "Ugh." Fred pinched his nose, braced himself, and bit the grub in half. It was soft, but its insides were sandy, and the crunch of it against his teeth made him shudder. He swallowed with difficulty. "It tastes a tiny bit like chocolate," he said. "Really?" said Con. Her whole face, and even her ears, were sceptical. It's difficult to make ears register emotion, but Con managed it. "But mostly like dirt," Fred admitted. "Peanuts and dirt." Soon the grubs lay in a pinkish writhing pyramid. Fred tried to feel grateful that they had any food at all. He failed badly. Lila picked the 3 plumpest and offered them palm up to Max. "No, that's not food. Max only eats actual food. Mama says don't eat insects." Lila sighed. "He talks about himself as if he were another person when he's nervous." "Max isn't nervous," said Max. "Maxie is just being good." He rubbed at a cut on his knee and began to hiccup. "I want to go home," he said. "I know you do," said Lila. She pulled him closer. "But this is all we have. I don't know what else to do, Maxie." He pushed her away. "Mama would know." His nail caught on the cut on Lila's cheek. "But Mama's not here." She blinked hard and wiped her nose on her wrist. "What if we fry them?" said Fred, "and make them into a pancake?" Fry on what? We don't have a pan, said Con. But we've got stones, said Lila. She scrubbed her face with her top and tried to sound bright. We could make chocolate pancakes. Sort of, said Con. Really, quite amazingly, sort of. So, that's the end of that chapter. Our next chapter is called Fire. Here is your explanation question for today. Right then, time for some literacy now, and it's some spag. Now, we're going to look at something called prefixes. Prefixes are groups of letters that come before a root word to make a new word. So, we're going to look at two prefixes today. We have the prefix over and the prefix re. Over as a prefix can mean higher or above. Re as a prefix can mean again. So over, overachieve. Re, replace. Now, your task is the following. How many over words can you find? So, for the over, I want you to find as many over words as you can. Words that have the prefix over. For re, I want you to find 3 words, not 4, 3 words that have the prefix re, okay? And then, once you've found those 3 words, can you give me a definition of what each of those 3 words mean? Okay, so, as many over words as you can, we'll see who's got the best score tomorrow. And then when it comes to re, find 3 words that have the prefix re in, and then write a dictionary definition for them. Off you go. Right, I'm really excited because it's one of my favourite times of the year because the brand new VEX Robotics season launched last weekend, the weekend just gone, okay? And we have a brand new game coming up, a brand new game for robotics teams around the world to work towards. Now, pause the video, go down in the links below and follow the link to the VEX Robotics YouTube video. Then that will explain the task and what we've got to work towards. Wow, how cool is that? Now, some of you may be thinking, I'd like to have a chance of being in the robotics team this year, and anyone in years 5 and 6 in our school can put themselves forward. So we've got a lot of people that would like to have a go at this. Now, what I'd like you to do on your journey towards being part of the VEX team is have a little think. Have a little think about a robot that we could build, we could design, that would do what we need it to do for that task. We need to be able to pick things up, lift things high, and stack things up very, very carefully. Your task today is, can you draw a blueprint, a design for a robot? An example is here, okay? What I'd like is that you draw that really carefully, and please send these in because I'll be putting these together as part of a bank of work that does get sent into the competition this time in the autumn and winter when the VEX competitions are happening in school and around the country. So please send in your work, have a go at designing a robot, a really well presented drawing that's labelled as well. Draw that robot and send it in. I'm really excited to see how you think we could build something that could score lots of points in this game. But I must stress, because this work will be going towards a competition and be judged by judges later in the year, you've really got to take your time and produce something that's really presentable. Have fun, happy roboteering, off you go.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom,
Mr. Bletcher, homeschool, it's really cool. We do art and crafts and maths, geography and literacy, early bird and science. Mr. Bletcher homeschool rules!